So I'm going to do a review on my PooBoo indoor cycling C580. I've had this now for 3 weeks and I've put it through its paces pretty good. Some of the things I really enjoy about this bike are the overall construction of it. The metal is super solid. The build is exceptionally well done. There's no soft welds or creaks or anything through the frame. It handles the torque and up and down movement that you do while you ride quite well. The wheels are so very helpful in getting this from one place to the other. I transport this out of my closet and into the living room, and the wheels work really well. And down below, there's adjustable levers that you can rotate up and down to make it stable on any floor surface. That's really, really handy. The assembly instructions that came with it were super easy to do. In fact, when it was delivered, I was still at work and my 16-year-old daughter put it together herself. It comes in English, Spanish, Chinese, and French. If you can follow the instructions, then you can put this together in about 20 minutes. One of the neat things that I really enjoyed is the customer service, the contact information. Very responsive. I did have some questions about some things I'll go over with you in just a bit, and they responded right away. I really enjoy a couple of things that I'll point out. First is the handlebar grip. I love the grip. The texture that's on here is super grippy, and it's very comfortable when you're leaning on it. It's easily wipeable, but I really enjoy the 4 different layouts depending on how you're doing. The cadence or the computer that came with it actually works quite well. You have the ability to scan across each one of these. You can set it to 1 and just stay on top of that. And then the one I usually leave it on is pulse, and you'll have to hold on to these 2 pulse meters as you're going, and it compares quite nicely to my Phoenix 5X Sapphire, so the readings are actually pretty close. One thing that is a little interesting is when you're on scan, it'll go across each one of these in about 4 to 5 second increments. And when you get the pulse, by the time it's done taking your reading, it's already switched back to time, and so you don't, it's hard to kind of scan across. So that's one thing that is an issue. When you order yours, this unit will be in metric, and so you'll have to email customer service and they'll send you out a new unit that will be in English version with miles and miles per hour for speed and distance as well versus kilometers. So the one that you'll get will have the wrong computer. And they sent it out right away very quickly. Here's the old one. And so now I have 2. One of the things you want to make sure that when you are adjusting these things, it easily pulls in and out and goes up and down, but you'll want to make sure that you dial and crank this in to get rid of any type of wobble. You can see how that's kind of loose there, so give it a good hand squeeze and then it's done. It will not move. I'm 6'3", and so the seat post was too short, the max, and so what I did was I drilled in 2 additional holes, and then when I emailed the company about the odometer being in kilometers, I also mentioned that, and they're sending out a new seat post, so I should have that fairly soon. They are very responsive, so the seat is very comfortable. I did adjust mine down just a little bit. I found that to be a little bit more comfortable, so you may want to play around with that. I haven't made any other adjustments than just finding a good space for it to fit. There's a knob here to move in and out. Everything's machined really well. There's not any free space or Just make sure you tighten everything as you're putting it together. The pedals are very nice. I would not recommend it in bare feet. As you can see that there's some good texture there. The toe clips are nice. It keeps you nice and secure, very adjustable. Mine fit right out of the box, which was pretty cool. The cranks are nice and strong and solid. There's no movement at all inside of here. They rotate easily. It is not a magnetic bike, so you will use a felt pad to control your tension. And my biggest concern with the bike is that the tension knob is right here. That right there is very easy at the end. And then if I go to L, it feels like I'm climbing the super mountain. And so it's really tough to only have that much room to go from level 1 to level 20 in just that slight turn. There's not much slight increase. You have to be very, very precise. I put that little dot there as a marker, so when I'm looking down the bike I can kind of see my increments. And so just because I've ridden it so much, I kind of know exactly where different levels are. And using your pulse and speed, you can kind of keep track of where good positions are on the bike for you. But that would be nice if it was a little bit more adjustable speed-wise. They have great customer service. I don't have any complaints about that. It's very easy to clean and wipe down with a towel. The seat is fairly comfortable. I do stand up every once in a while just to kind of get some circulation, but overall it's not bad at all. There is a little bit of noise from this, and so when you are pedaling you'll hear a slight clicking sound on my bike. I think I just need to tighten something underneath here or with the felt pad to get rid of this vibration. I will hear that when I am riding. Overall, very happy with the bike, very happy with the customer service. One other thing to consider when you email is to ask for this cord. This will give you access to the app that comes with the bike. And there are some games and some competitions that you can take part in on their app, which is kind of fun, just another way to keep it interesting. But usually I'm watching YouTube videos, following along with those guys. If you don't have this cable, you can't use the app because it syncs with your miles and calories. You'll just stay plugged in with the normal cable here. I do wish that this was channeled through the pipe and came out there, kind of hide it instead of just being loose. It's not really a tripping hazard, but it is kind of in the way. And finally, I wish there was a water bottle holder. There's nothing here to secure a water bottle or even a bracket or a couple of clips that we could mount right here, maybe a water bottle holder, something that would be convenient. Right now I back up next to my coffee table while I'm riding and just reach down and grab water that way. So that's my review of the PooBoo c580. Highly recommend it. It's been a terrific bike for me. Very small complaints, but after researching for a couple of weeks, I'm really happy that I bought this one. Questions? Write them down below. Please like, and thanks for watching.